and welcome to Vlogtober day 31. Well, we are finally on the last day of Vlogtober. Where has the month gone? I must admit it has gone pretty fast. Well, today it's afternoon. It's probably about half, well actually it's half, it's later than I thought. But I've spent the morning editing the last two vlogs because it's been a pretty busy weekend and I just didn't have time to do them on Saturday evening. I certainly was tired. Enough was enough. So yes, I'm a little bit later starting today. I've got myself a nice frothy coffee in my Hocus Pocus mug, so I'm going to enjoy this while I'm having a little chat. Oh, that's nice. Well, I'm looking forward to this evening when I can settle down, and I'm basically going to have an evening of watching Halloween films. Nothing scary. I don't do scary stuff, but I'm going to watch both of the Hocus Pocus movies, and depending on how much time I've got left, I am going to watch one or two others that I found on one of my apps. So I'm looking forward to that, having a nice quiet evening. But before we get to that, I thought I would share something that I'm going to have later, and all being well I'll have time to pop this in the vlog. But I've got a what is it, pumpkin hot chocolate bomb, so I'm looking forward to having that tonight. So yeah, Adele can't have one of these because it's got marshmallows in, and she doesn't have marshmallows with being vegetarian. So I'm looking forward to that. That should be nice and relaxing and cosy. And I'm going to put all my pumpkin candles on, and I'm going to turn all the lights, well, the lights off in the front room, and just have a chilled out evening, which I'm looking forward to. And I did buy as well, it's a Halloween log, but it's just got orange sprinkles on, so that's what makes it Halloween. But that will go down well, I suppose, with Jake, probably more than anybody. But you know, I like a bit of Swiss roll, and Kevin will eat it as well. I'm not sure if Adele will be able to have it. It's got vanilla flavouring and chocolate coating. Have a little look. It doesn't say. No, it doesn't say anything about being vegetarian, so she'll probably not be able to have it. Anyhow, what I'm doing today, I've not got a lot in plans today, apart from watching Halloween films tonight. But I am going to do the apple jam that I downloaded from BBC Good Food. So that looks like it's quite easy. It's just basically brownie cooking apples, caster sugar, lemon juice and a cinnamon stick. Yeah, and then it will do 2 500-gram jars. So I'm going to do smaller jars. Mine probably won't even be 250, I don't think. I'm just going to see what I've got left in my box and I'll just do as many jars as I can. And this, I think, is kept, wait a minute, let's have a quick look. These will keep 3 months in a cool, dry place. So once you've opened it, obviously you have to keep it in the fridge. But you can have it on toast or crackers or with anything you want. So I'm looking forward to doing that. I've got just over 2 kilos of apples in the kitchen. So what I thought I might do is it's 1 kilo for the jam, and I'm going to make a Dorset apple tray bake. Now we might not eat this tonight, but if I do it now, I can actually taste test it and then let you know what I think to it, because I do like apple cake, and this is slightly different to the one that I normally make. There's not so many ingredients in this one. You've got butter, cooking apples, lemon juice, golden caster sugar, eggs, vanilla extract, flour, baking powder and some demerara sugar to sprinkle on top. So I've got a small square tray, so that should be quick and easy to do. So I'll probably start off with the apple cake, and then while that's cooking I can be getting on with the peeling the apples for the jam. So that's going to take a bit of doing, peeling a kilo of apples for jam. Never mind. Never mind. It'll be nice when it's done. So really, that's probably about all I'm going to do today. I'm going to have a quiet day. I'm not sure what else I've got to tell you really. Oh, I have ordered something. And I've ordered myself my freezer that I wanted. I've been wanting this freezer for ages. So that is coming on Saturday. So that is good. So I will be doing a bit more, I suppose, food preserving and stocking up my freezer. I think, but before I can sort of stock up the freezer, I'm going to have to empty the 2 freezers from the kitchen, and Kevin will defrost them for me. And then I can sort out all the foods that I've got, what's going in the new freezer, what's stopping in the old freezer, and trying to make room for one of the kitchen freezers for all my Christmas foods that I want, you know, like for the main dinner, the meat and everything. So that's what I'm going to be doing in November. And hopefully I'm going to have time to do some freezer meals, because I don't buy any ready-made frozen meals anymore. I stopped doing that a few months ago, mainly because of sort of what's in them. There's items in there that I don't know what they are. Preservatives and all kinds of things like that. I'd rather know what's in my food now, and so that's what I'm doing. So I will probably share bits and pieces of that with you over a period of time. Who knows? Just depends if anybody's interested, like. But yes, there'll be hopefully a lot more cooking and baking in my future, apart from my crafting as well. So that's going to keep me busy. And then before we know it, we'll be back round to garden season again. So that'll keep me busy as well. There'll be no time for anything at this rate. So yes, so I don't think there's much else I can tell you just now, or I'm not doing anything else really. Like I said, I'm going to get on with this jam and this tray bake. So I will take you along with me for that little journey, and I will be back soon. And I just thought I'd pop back on. Now, I know last week we were talking about curry leaves, and I've had lots of suggestions where to buy them from. So I'd just like to say a big thank you to everybody who left a suggestion. And I was just very surprised at what places were selling curry leaves. Anyhow, before that I had ordered some off Amazon because they were only £2 with free postage, and they were offering, it's like free delivery because I've got Prime. So I ordered some, and that was, I think, Friday. I think I ordered on Friday, and I've just got them today, and I have to say they were in a disgusting state. I don't know what else to say. I will put a little picture in up here somewhere. Now, according to looking at the picture, the leaves were reasonably big, and they were nice and sort of green and shiny looking. What I got were these tiny little leaves that were about that big, an inch tall. Half of them were black, half of them were dying, and they did not smell of anything pleasant, if I'm honest. So I got back onto Amazon, onto the seller, and just told them how bad they were. So they've obviously apologised for it, and they will just refund me my money, which I'm glad it's sort of being dealt with, and it's, you know, that's that. But I'm disappointed that I didn't end up with any curry leaves. So I'll have to start again. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to look for a plant or something, so maybe just grow my own. Oh well, never mind. We can try, can't we? It's just a shame about the leaves, but never mind. And I'm going to round this vlog off now. It's probably a little bit earlier than I normally do, but I want to get it sort of edited and uploaded today as it's the last day of Vlogtober. So I'd just like to say a big thank you to everybody who's watched the vlog, subscribed to the vlog, left me questions, left me comments. It's been really nice to read everything, and I am actually now all caught up with comments. So thank you to everyone who's joined me this month, and I really do appreciate all the support. I hope everybody's going to have a lovely day today. Obviously, whatever you're doing, however you're going to spend the evening. I mean, are you celebrating Halloween? Have you got a party? Or are you just having a quiet night in? Drop me a message down below. I'd love to know what you're up to this year. So I will see you all again pretty soon. It will probably be this week. I did have a request off somebody, of Jane it was, to do a shop tour. So I think what I'm going to do that this week, so it sort of puts the vlog up this week, and it'll probably be a little bit more of an in-depth shop tour, so you can actually see in more detail what I actually sell, what I actually make, I suppose, really. So thank you for the question, Jane. I did have another question of Julie, and I said I would reply to it on here because it's probably easy for me to talk about it than actually type it all out. Julie did ask me if I could preserve pumpkin, and yes, you can preserve pumpkin, but you've got to do it in a particular way. Now, I do like to buy pumpkin puree because it's all done for me. I would have great difficulty in cutting up pumpkins and scraping everything out to puree it myself, definitely. And if Kevin or Adele or Jake's not in the house, then I'd end up, having a bad hand, because my hand's not too bad these days, but I've got to steer clear of that. So for us to do it, it is a lot of work. And for canning it, like for pressure canning it and things like that, you can't pressure can pureed pumpkin, so I could not do that part myself. What you can do is it can be chopped into cubes, and I'm not sure if it's dry canned or you put water in. I just can't remember at the minute, but then you would pressure can it for so long, then it is shelf stable, then it would last. Then I would have to drain it off and puree it up myself. Now, the reason that we can't sort of puree our own pumpkin and can it is because sort of the pressure canners that we use, it only gets up to a certain temperature, and the heat has got to get right to the centre of your jar to make sure it kills off any botulism or anything like that. Because whatever you pressure can, nothing can be too thick. It's like if you're making a stew, it cannot be too thick. You can't use dairy or things like that in your jars. But obviously for commercial canning, the temperature gets really high, and it kills off any botulism, and it gets right to the centre of your food. But as a home canner, we can't do that. So I hope that answers your question, Julie, and thank you for a lovely question to answer. So yes, I'm going to get off now. I think I've answered every question. I think I've replied to all the comments as of on the last vlog, so I will catch up with any more probably tomorrow. So I will see you all again soon, and I hope everybody has a lovely Halloween, whatever you're doing, and I will see you all again in a few days' time. Bye for now.